Alright, we're back here. I think with episode 3, we're gonna load in the game. Left office. Open. I think this is the first we got. We're in like day 2. So there apparently is a thing where you get all the words. I think I'm gonna get Yuri. Bro, I don't need a video. Alright. So, fireworks, essence, passion. Philosophy would probably be Yuri. Would Valentine be here? I don't think it would be. Wrath, dream, silly, unrestrained. Marriage. Wonderful. Wrath. Okay, okay. Sensation. That's weird. It says anxiety and a tone is her. Okay. That's kind of weird that. Whisper, feather, meager, hop, Papa cutes. Papa is Masuki, hop is her, meager. Frightened? Yeah, Yuri. Aftermath, marriage. Cage? Disoriented? Massacre. Agonizing. Explode. Question? Good question. Yeah, it surprisingly is. Existence is her. Go back. I'm looking at words, dumb. Oh my god. They make this stuff so hard. She's in the horror. Entropy, I don't know what that means, Alright. Rose? No. Destiny would be her. And then suicide be her? I don't know if that would be. That could be Sayori. No, it is not. It is Sayori. Why are they so close together? Huh. I'm kind of like amazed how they're that close together. Fantasy? Would fantasy? No. Inferno? I think Inferno. Yep. Inferno. Alright. Good. Yeah, we got we got the trophy for it. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. I think at the beginning of the game that Monica did say something different. I screenshotted on my other phone of what she said, but I don't remember what it said on here. and if it is, that's kind of creepy. I should go look at it right now. Yeah, in the first one, she says, we do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. Which, I mean, I think well means like, well, we rarely talked. I think she said, yeah, we know each other very well. In the first, like, I think that's what I said. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Carl. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we have a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. I think he's undoing. Bang, what's him, bang, bang. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. Do you, Sayori? That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. I feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Carl to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That, still coming from you, Siri, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Especially Monica. Especially Monica. Don't let her fool you. Oh, I thought that was them talking to me. I'm like, hold up. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was at the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come in if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Nasuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles into the desk. Kaya! Ow! What was... eh? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's my restitution? Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches out to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you just seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. She's currently killing somebody. That more like she's changing the game files. I really wonder, like, is this part of the game any different? I think in the first game, like in the background where all the papers are, that when you get past not Yuri, but Sayori, when she's not in the game, you will see her in the background, you know, not looking so good. Let's put it that way. I think the game glitches out and puts her in a room in the background, and like she's not alive. Put it that way. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Why is she over in the middle? Like, over to the side? Shouldn't she be in the middle? Maybe the others are gonna talk. I think it's just when you're talking to one character at a time is when they're up in your face. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. The boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. She'll play something for me later, guys, but you'll be dead. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better. She even confirming it. Bro, this game about to get lit. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Carl. Hold up! Wait, hold up. Hold up. This here. I said I'd look forward to it. She says, is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Carl. Yeah, I didn't realize that the first time either. Like, realize that the first run around. She did keep up to her promise on that. Alright, we're gonna return. Alright. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I don't know what escapade. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Well, I mean, we've been talking for 20 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised. Unless we're talking like the Cookie Monster of all cookies, the fucking size of the TV screen, then yes, then I might understand that. But Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Is she gonna come out of the closet? Wink, wink. They're all 18. Well, over the age of 18, I think. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Ah. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one that we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Ah, no. I was kind of just waiting for you. Ah, if that's the case. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's... Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Go ahead and make it. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Aww. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. I'm a pervert in disguise, guys. Oh, I'm just playing. It is weird to watch someone's movements. I simply watch her movement. Like, that's the most weirdest thing you can, like, think in your mind. Like, yeah, I did that. Alright, let's keep going. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Her boot talks were so cliché. That's like, yeah. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical, especially her clenching butt cheeks rubbing up against each other as she walks down the hallway, to get a pitcher of tea. Alright. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah, off to the hallway. Where are you two off to? Where are you two off to? Yeah. We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Props to Yuri, but she gonna make you kill yourself later, so would not piss her off. Oh, do you want me to tell... Oh, do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Carl in club activities? Eh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Carl. Ah, Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Monica is horrifying. Once in the hall, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? I just... Something about the way she said that. About the way she said it. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's not right for Monica to judge people like that. Carl? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. My character actually giving off some, like, really good advice. Like, I mean, not, but, like, I guess, in a way. It might be comforting. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? No. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. Another thing is, this is a video game. Like, these are all AI. None of them have emotions. The one that's closest, well, I guess they all do. Like, they're programmed, like, in the script, clearly. Like, they kind of like the main character, the protagonist, but in a sense, they don't have feelings, they're AI. Like, Monica is an AI. Fucking psychotic AI. I think she's a yandere. A yandere? Yandere? I don't know who's a yandere. I know there's a tsundere, a yandere, and, like, there are a bunch of other things. I think one more, like, obsessive over you. That would be Monica. Or, no, it could be Yuri. I don't know. I don't know what Monica is, because I know it might be a yandere. Because I think a yandere is a person that would hurt other people to be with you. Which, I don't know. I think that's just a part of anime. A tsundere is someone that would hurt themselves, I think. Or, like, obsessive. Really obsessive over you. Which both are very toxic traits, because you don't want your friend being killed, or you don't want them to get killed. Both are stupid things. Going away, man. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where this goes. I love the music. It's so calming. Hold up. I need to plug my... Okay. I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Got a point. Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Carl, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to make Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah? Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Carl, do you like oolong tea? Oh, yeah. Anything. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Like, there's a lot of information, and, like, in this that we probably don't need to know, like, the kettle, like, you know, like, Unless, like, it's, like, some logical lore or something. Anything in this game could be lore, though. Like, they're so... Like, I remember in the metaverse, I kind of understand how they're going to do the... Oh, I might want to save this, too. Alright, I'm going to save. But we're going to go back. We're going to exit DDLC. Yeah, it says, see, return to the desktop? Yes. And this is your desktop. Huh. Yeah, this is all the... This is, I guess, all the area. Oh! Catch a Yuri for being colored. It's crazy. The first concept sketch of the complete cast, drawn by David Evelyn. Huh. I'm assuming they do look very different. The one on the far right looks like Monica, clearly. The one over next to her looks like Yuri. That one, the one over next to Yuri looks like Monica. The one on the far left looks like Nisuki. I think I got that for selecting Halloween or horror on Yuri during the poem game. Just like a little artwork. They're all very cool looking. The background is real. Corridor of the school. The resident area around the protagonist and Sarah's houses. Read a poem for Yuri, Monica's first poem, Yuri's first poem, Masuki's first poem. Yeah, we got them all. And, well, basically, what I was gonna say is that on here, you got the music and stuff. So I don't really care. Pictures. Oh, that's what I just... Alright, here, files. Yeah. Ooh, there's the characters file. There they all are. Huh. Yeah, you can't open their file. This game, I remember on the like, also, since this is recording, mail. You think I'm gonna get, like, text from Monica, or, like, where, like, it's gonna get creepy later on? That's a good question. There's the side stories. I'm gonna do that when I finish the game up, because I've never gotten a chance to record the whole game. I'm gonna go back into it. Not suitable for children. They remind you every time you load it up. They remind you right off the bat. Nope, it is not suitable for children. Look in. Alright, I already know this. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Carl. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Carl, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk, because my boobs weigh half a ton. You know, that's the real reason, but... sorry, I didn't realize. Pal, you could have realized, dog. I mean, even Nasuki pointed it out in the first act. Your boobs magically size bigger. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly. So I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder what... Is he? Oh, fuck you. You're not talking to yourself, you little dick. I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my... Yuri? Your posture, right? Yeah, your posture. your posture. Yeah, she is horrible posture. Always hunched over like that while reading, you know? Like, you know how the hookers hunch over to get your attention? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Aw. I take it since I'll go well. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Aw. Yuri and then I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading positions. As last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Alright, man, already getting creepy. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. It doesn't really look like we're standing. Well, doesn't look like we're sitting. It looks like we're standing right now. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? I don't know, man. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book. Are you sure? Of course. Alright. Like, how they made this is adorable, first of all. Yuri, Yuri looks absolutely adorable. I might seem crazy, but I feel like my favorite characters in this game are probably her and Monica. Monica might be creepy, but I feel like she's can be an okay person. If you get to the end of the game, you can kind of see it and reminiscent when you're in the room with her. She talks about a lot of meaningful things. That is true. She does. Um, I don't know. If anybody wants me to, I will sit in the room with her and like try to record the whole entire conversation. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in her mouth. Oh, pop it in my mouth. I absolutely read that wrong. Oops. Sorry, guys. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop. Why? I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. I don't know if I was, like, creeped out, but why do I feel like her pupils moved? Or her, like, eye. I don't know. It's kind of weird for the moment. This is an awkward moment. Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Carl. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right. Right? She clearly likes the character. Like, clearly. I don't know, you can kind of tell. She's blushing. I mean, I guess anybody would blush if someone were to plop chocolate in someone's mouth. But, like, she wants to read with you and shit. I mean, I guess that was my character that asked her. But it's still really cool, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Wait, did you... Don't tell me she that dirty slut. Alright, we're gonna go back. I see. The situation has already gotten tense. Yuri tries to return to her book. Oh, just by her expression that she can't even focus now. She wants another chocolate. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another with my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Aww. How did he even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm. Breaths. Aww. Where's my arm? Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. It was begs the question, did Monica interrupt us? Or did something explicit happen? And we're like coming back in the future? I don't know. Okay, everyone. What? Oh, okay. Monica did. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Carl, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Cups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? I've been going with Yuri because I want to know, is it any different? I think Yuri's side story is just in its own game. I'm gonna pick Yuri, of course, right? I don't think it matters, right? I don't think it does. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Carl, this one might even be better than yesterday's. And the day before. Maybe better than all your work, because this is the first one you ever done. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna write a poem. Just yesterday I was telling you about the kinds of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I thought that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like that, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. What do you mean you wonder why you dumbasses are best friends? I mean, wait, I wonder why she didn't respond to that. Does Yuri consider herself not friends with the others? Well, she has to be, because I don't know. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Aww. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering? A scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies, as in wonder, I'm bad at reading her imagination. Oh, my tendencies as a wandering human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. Look. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. Hold on. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious will, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. To more increments, the more... I really suck at reading her. Like, Monica's I can read perfectly, it's just her cursive is really weird. The moon... I guess I'm kind of far away from my TV. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes of my raccoon friends. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Her writing is very pretty, but it's just hard to read it from far back. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian, I don't know what that, Pavlovian conditioning? I slice the bread, and I feel myself once again. I wonder, because in this game, if you haven't ever watched it, I kind of really spoil it, but Yuri has cuts on her arms in one of the scenes, and it goes over really fast. Like it's like the glitched out part of the game. But I wonder if this is what this poem is talking about, her cutting herself, because she's talking about a knife being the symptom. And even a rush of the blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. Like the blood on her skin or whatever. I hope that's not, but, it was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I get something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way I feel it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes really enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Carl? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other in our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things can make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Yeah, she was meaning that nicely. Like, writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Carl. Aww. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Aww. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. She's really adorable, but... Oh, great. I want to, hands down, I want to know what Monica says, because... Monica. Hi again, Carl. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sorry, it's hard to get... Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in the head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my god, she roasted her. That's so evil. This is why Monica is my favorite character. I think she is my favorite. She is my favorite character. What am I talking about? That's why she's like just fucking roasting people. It's so funny. Yeah, fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Yeah, you asshole. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying, but anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Here. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. That's not good to start out with. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. I like her writing, because it's more readable. And it's kind of like, like cursive, but at the same time, it's like print a little bit. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. A cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Wait. In the first game, she talks about putting her on a floppy drive. What if you were to insert it right now? Or like, put her on a disc from the first game, and then do it now? Would something happen? That part at the bottom. It's creepy. Alright, let's keep going. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Uh-huh. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. This kind of way of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. You bitch. A conversation with the reader. Man, they hide so many things in plain. Like, if you went in this game blindly and then go through it again, like, when she says all this stuff, like, it would make sense to you. You would look into things into a bigger perspective. Because already, like, she's fucking crazy. that's my best part. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Thanks for the tip, I guess. Thank you, Monica! You're totally not fucking psychotic. Why would you be? Monica! I'm back! You are weird. In every way. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I don't know if you guys could hear that, but in my in my headset, like a static noise just happened after I read that. Is it? I don't know. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. Suicidal Girl. Oh, I like this one, Carl. There's some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does it mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. Aww. If it makes me feel things, then it just must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. But again, excuse me. I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving us some thoughts? Aw, you wanted to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. My audio glitched out again. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see.